Today we have a 4L60E out of a 2005 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Customer dropped this off and said third and fourth gear was gone and that second gear was starting to act a little bit funky. He does want to ensure that it has a hardened sun shell, a 500 thousandths boost valve, a Corvette servo, and that all electronics and wire harness is replaced. That's not a good sign. A lot of metal there on that speed sensor, that's for sure. You can take your clips off first. This is your manifold pressure switch. This is your 1-2 shift solenoid. This is your 2-3 shift solenoid. And that is your EPC, electronic pressure control solenoid. Now these casings are very sharp, so don't cut yourself trying to get these wires off. Take your time. Don't rush. Now if you're trying to save this, take a hammer and tap it to the side. Don't pull up because your O-rings will normally seal to the valve body, and that's always a booger. We're going to get a new one of these, but I was just, showing you. That's trash. Three 8mm Z-bolts here. They have to go back in the same spot, like I keep reiterating to everyone. Okay, now there's 7 check balls under this valve body, so be careful not to lose them. They will fall out. There they go. Go ahead and find them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and pull this all the way out. There's probably a couple back down in here. Yep. 5, 6, and there's 7 right there. You can see they were beaten into that plate, so it's a good thing we got this apart when we did, because one of them would end up lodged in there. We'll get him a new plate. Now we're going to replace the shift solenoids, the 3-2 downshift, the PWM, solenoid, EPC, all that, so I'm going to take that off. EPC has a 8mm bolt. A retainer. That comes right out. That can go right in the garbage. These solenoids are held in by little tiny clips. GG. Now, don't quote me on it, but I believe it was 2003 when they first went to this style pump casing, where the seal is actually embedded in the case instead of O-ring on the casing, the pump casing. And these things can be a booger to get out too. Pump out. Let's see if that band's burnt up. No, the band looks okay. It doesn't look like it got too hot. Oh yeah, he's gotten into the pump a little bit there. That's what happens when you run these things freaking dark to fluid, and that fluid starts to break down and all that metal starts to go around the transmission. If your fluid is not red, it is contaminated with something. And it eventually made its way here to the pump, so that's going to cost him.